Hard as it is to imagine, Haiti is descending rapidly into crisis. The country that seems to move from one unimaginable tragedy to another. Right now, gang violence has spiraled out of control, and the efforts to restore order, including by a Kenyan-led security mission, are revealing just how deep the crisis runs. Haiti, already on its knees, is steering into an even darker abyss. Haiti's story is a powerful reminder of something chilling. No matter how bad things are, they can always get worse. Let's look at the history. Haiti's revolution from 1791 to 1804 was an incredible feat, the first successful uprising by enslaved people creating the world's first black republic. It should have been a beacon of hope. Instead, it marked the start of relentless punishment from a global system that could not stand the idea of a free Haiti. But imagine this. After fighting for their freedom, Haitians were forced to pay reparations to France. Reparations for their own liberation. That debt crippled the nation for over a century. Then came a US invasion, occupation, and economic exploitation. All of this set the stage for generations of poverty and instability. And it didn't stop there. Corrupt leadership, often backed by external powers, compounded these struggles. Then natural disasters, earthquakes, hurricanes, floods, decimated what little infrastructure the country had. By 2021, after the assassination of its president, Jovenel Moïse, Haiti was left with no functioning government, widespread hunger, rampant gang violence, and no clear way forward. We come now to today, and Haiti is on the brink of collapse. Half the population, over 5 million people, faces acute food insecurity. 1 in 6 children is staring famine in the face. Schools are closed, displacing hundreds of thousands of kids. Over 700,000 people have been forced to leave their homes. It's a humanitarian disaster on every level. Meanwhile, criminal gangs control nearly 80% of the capital, Port-au-Prince. Let that sink in. 80% of the capital they control. These gangs are extorting, kidnapping, and terrorizing millions of people. They're even recruiting children as looters and killers. The police are overwhelmed, underfunded, and outgunned. And as for international interventions, well, let's just say they're failing woefully short. The UN-approved Kenyan-led security mission has just 439 personnel of a promised 2,500. The number is so small, it's like trying to put out a forest fire with a garden hose. Communities are so desperate that vigilante groups have formed, taking justice into their own hands. It's led to gruesome scenes of gang members being lynched and dismembered in front of silent, complicit police forces. So where's the Haitian leadership in all this? In April this year, a transnational council was formed, backed by CARICOM and the United States, to stabilize the country and prepare for elections. For a brief moment, it felt hopeful, but infighting in the council, and with the prime minister they appointed in June, they derailed it. 5 months later, the council dismissed its interim prime minister, Gary Conille. With little progress made, international confidence has eroded even further. The United Nations, too, is at a standstill. Despite calls for a full-scale peacekeeping operation, China and Russia have blocked it, arguing that peacekeepers aren't meant to fight gangs or rebuild broken states. Meanwhile, Haiti's basic services have collapsed, and gangs are taking greater control, Lawlessness is the order of the day as the gangs rampage in a spree of robbery, kidnapping for ransoms, rape of women and girls, and murder. The UN has evacuated its staff. Aid organizations are halting operations, and gang blockades make delivering food or medical supplies almost impossible. The Transitional Council has now appointed a new Prime Minister and a cabinet. The new Prime Minister's success will depend on how well he can navigate the 9-member Transitional Council, who do not delegate authority easily, even though so far they have been fractious amongst themselves. Unless they can set aside their rivalries and personal ambitions and also give the new Prime Minister and the government a chance to build public trust within Haiti and with the leading members of the United Nations, the country will continue to deteriorate. Because while the government is failing to lead, the gangs grow stronger and more entrenched. The Haitian people have proven to be resilient over the years, although millions of them have fled from the country in recent decades. But resilience of the people can't carry the nation alone. Its leaders must rise above their petty divisions and act decisively. They need to unite, to stabilize, and to lead. Only then can neighboring countries and international partners step in with confidence to help Haiti pull back from the edge. The question now is whether its leaders and the global community are willing to commit to real, lasting change, which means political stability and investment in social and economic development. All of that is yet to be seen. In the meantime, the crisis in Haiti deepens. Thank you for listening.